a collegiate women's basketball player. We're gonna go through the phase of stabilization, strength, and then power exercises. We're gonna do 1 day of each. Decided for this project that we're going to do a split day system where we work different body parts on different days. So it'll go upper extremity on Mondays, core, cardio, flexibility, and balance on Wednesdays, and for our Fridays, we'll go legs and other plyometric exercises. So in our first phase, we start with every phase, we're gonna start with a good warm-up. So we have our foam roller. We'll go about 30 seconds on each big muscle group. So getting the piriformis. We can also get the hamstrings, get the calves, and get the quadriceps. We can also try to attack upper extremity with the foam roller by getting our lats and getting our mid back. We'll also do, in this stabilization phase, we'll do a static stretch of whatever muscles that we found that needed to be corrected through our assessments. So a 30-second static stretch. And then we'll progress into our exercises. Our first exercise in phase 1 are push-ups. Simple. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10, but we're gonna do it with a controlled pace of 4, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then we'll take our to our Swiss ball for a Swiss ball bench press. The weight will be determined after assessing the patient's 1 rep max. They'll get on the Swiss ball, dumbbell press. Same tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Then from here, we'll go to a Swiss ball fly. Same thing, 3 sets of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll also do a prone row on the Swiss ball. So switching over. Trying to stabilize. And rolling straight back. We also have our prone shoulder extension. So lying flat with light weights, extending. We also have our prone scapular stabilization. So thumbs down, pulling back, holding, and then relaxing. We also have a press stabilization with our Bosu, with our half Bosu ball. So this is one, trying to keep it stable, making sure you don't rock from side to side, taking a break. The clinician can also provide extra feedback or extra challenge by tapping and providing perturbations. Then we also have sideline, internal and external rotation at the shoulder. External rotation. And internal rotation. We also have a seated tricep extension. So stabilizing on the ball, good posture, keeping it our tempo. And then last but not least, in the stabilization phase, we're gonna gonna do a medicine ball chest press. So athletic position, out and back. Out and back. And those are our exercises in our stabilization phase. That will be a Monday exercise. On Wednesday, since it's a basketball player, we would translate into court activities during our strength phase, and we would do suicides. Due to space constraints, I'm not able to show suicide, but suicide is pretty self-explanatory and very commonly known. Then there's also 17s, which is another cardio respiratory exercise that we have the athletes go from sideline to sideline, counting to 17. So that's another way to get those quick bursts of strength that they need as basketball players to stop and change direction rapidly. Like I said before, Wednesdays are our core cardio and back day. And so we have plank kickbacks as our first exercise. So client starts in the plank position, in the kickbacks, slow, control, or medium tempo, a 3 up in 2 seconds on the way down. Then we also have prone hip extension. So on the bench, athletic position, firing with the glute to push back into hip extension. We also have Swiss ball hamstring curls. So taking the Swiss ball again. Bridging up and curling the ball towards us, engaging the core, but also using the hamstring glute complex to stabilize and move the ball. We also have a single leg Swiss ball hip hinge. So one foot is up. We'll come and press this way, trying to stabilize on the ball. In order to make sure it's controlled and that they're going at a medium tempo. We also have Swiss ball crunches, which is pretty simple. Coming up fully, kind of overextending their spine to recruit the rectus abdominis. And then we also have Swiss ball knee tucks. So in a push-up position, being able to bring the ball to the chest with the knee tuck. Then we have our dumbbell oblique exercise. It goes here, activating the side. And then we also have a reverse crunch to finish the day. So instead of crunching like this, you're gonna rotate your hips up. And that is our phase 2 Wednesday workout for our cardio, core, and back. Then our final phase is the power phase. We have the lower extremity that we're really going to be focusing on and trying to activate during this time. So the first thing we'll have is tuck jumps. Tuck jumps are performed like this. In rapid succession, we're doing 3 sets of 8. We also have split jumps, which are performed like this. We have 2 sets of 8 of those. We have a box drop into a sprint. We have 3 sets of 6 of those. We also have our agility ladder. And you're gonna do 2 sets of 6 different exercises, so you can start. Where you can start. Rotating between your favorite agility drills. We also have the W drill, which we don't have the cones for, but we can still demonstrate in the small sets that we have. But the back pedal to the first cone, sprint. We'll do that 3 sets, 15 yards. We have cone cutting, which set up in a similar situation to the W. Run to the cone, cut. Making sure that we're working on changing direction, slowing down, having that acceleration and deceleration controlled. Then we'll have our pro agility. Once again, we don't have the space to perform it completely. Wait, you have pro agility when you run. Defensive shuffle, back pedal. Defensive shuffle, sprint. Defensive shuffle, and back pedal. Then we have bounding jumps. So we want to get a lot of power and explosion to block shots or to get really big rebounds. So we have bounding jumps. Want it to be explosive, but want it to be controlled. And then our last exercise, you can do it up against the wall, but because you don't have the space and the equipment to do that, we're gonna have, it's a medicine ball chop throw, but you have a squat included in it, so. Just how we have explosiveness, it's needed to make chest passes and can easily translate to the game of basketball. Like I said, all of our workouts will start with some type of myofascial release, self-myofascial release through the foam roller, as well as some corrective stretching through static stretching if we find any over or underactive muscles. The warm-up also will take place, but some of the same things will take place at the end of the workout to kind of cool down. And that is our comprehensive project, female college basketball player, and that's a 6-week training.